It's Easter weekend and the weekend edition. My name is Dez here at Grok Trade, and this is the weekend edition, good through Sunday, April 20th, 2014. We have a good 3-day weekend here, Good Friday, and then closing it out on Sunday, which is Easter. And take a look here at the markets. The S&P 500 rallies 2.7% for the week. On Friday, or on Thursday rather, the markets ended mixed, but you had small caps doing the best, up more than 0.5%. Banks up 0.25%. VIX dropping a whopping 5.8%, now below 14. Knocking at the door about 13 here. Gold down 0.63%, silver break even, and crude oil up 0.5%. US dollar break even. Utility index down 1%. So seeing some bullish activity out there. You'll see here on the daily chart on the S&P 500, we've gone up the last 4 trading sessions. So all week long been up, and up. So we close with a spinning top type candlestick. So the question is, will we drop now from this point forward? This will be something we will be watching. The weekly chart is most noteworthy. I want to talk you through this. This is huge. All right. There's a lot of lines on here. I just want you to focus on this blue one. This goes way back here to 2012, the fall 2012. Fall 2012. Support. We run higher. Found support here, 2013, spring. Now we're into the summer 2014 or 13, support. We go higher, a little support here, major support here. And we break down below it, we close. That was the breaking of the back. And this should have just continued downward. However, this wasn't a breakdown, this was a fake down. Because this week we rallied higher. Everything that we lost last week, we regained this week. Very strong. But we close at a resistance area coming across right here on the weekly chart. Now, this trend line has been respected. It has been broken, but then it healed itself, come right back in. Anytime you get what's called a jab, and you get this fake out and it immediately comes back inside the trend lines, usually you get a sizable run northbound, big bullish run. I'll be watching this like a hawk. Next week is a big week. If we close lower than this, then we're going to start basing here sideways with a better chance of dropping. However, if we start to go higher and we can rally back north, the only resistance I see will come around this 1900 mark. And then if we get past that, hard telling where we'll go. Really important news. This is just I can't even begin to tell you how big this past week's bullish move was. It had to happen or we were going to fall out of bed and see some drastically lower lows. On the monthly chart, we were down here for the month, making a new low. We rallied back higher though, closing, so it's almost like we're building a base. Really interesting times to see what the markets are doing. What we're seeing now is people buying that weakness. So right here, the last couple months, you'll see we just chop around going sideways. Hard to make money swing trading in this environment. It's really good to be hedged in this type of environment, which I am. Day trading, this is great. We love these big moves going back and forth. Last month wasn't so great for day trading even. Back to the weekly chart. Look how we just kind of hanging out up here in this area. A lot of chop up here. Daily chart. A lot of chop. You're just hanging out here. We started to break down, but we tried to rally back. Again, a lot of resistance above us. The NASDAQ, big drop, a little pop here. Now, I'm going to do a Fibonacci retracement off of this run right there. And we did get a close above 61.8, but we're right there at it. So if we go bearish here, we could get a sizable drop on the daily. So let's watch that. If you look here at the weekly, we had our big drop. Now we have a hammer time, looking for upside potential. So if we go bullish, we got several weeks going bullish before we hit this area around 4,310, and we'll smack our head there, kiss of death, and then drop. That's many, many weeks to come. On the monthly chart, lower high, lower low, we're just in a down leg. So we're seeing a lot of weakness here. Gold is the monthly chart. Pop, hanging out. If you look here at the weekly, drop. We pop, 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 pop. We're starting to rally here. But on the weekly, big bearish engulfing, looking to drop. On the daily, we talking about this bear flag. It dropped. Just look for more downside opportunity in gold and silver. Here's silver, drop, building a low base. Let's just stay away from precious metals right now. Nothing exciting about that. Apple broke out on Thursday, looking for more upside potential here. Apple is a buy. Amazon is a buy. We've been calling that as a buy already. Facebook. I don't like Facebook. We had this pinch. We closed below it. Facebook's in a lot of trouble right now. Google, we said, was a buy, but came out with earnings, and they missed earnings, and it dropped. So I shouldn't have called it a buy right before earnings, but I did, and it didn't work out. So I did not play this, but it did break out. It should have just kept going. LinkedIn, we called it a buy back here, and it's going higher. Microsoft said it was a buy, under a little bit of pressure here, might pull back a little bit and then rally. Nothing to worry about on Microsoft. Netflix popping, it's a buy. And Twitter was a buy a couple days ago. It continues to be a buy. It's a buy, but if I go back to the NASDAQ, again, looking at the daily, this is a bear pullback. It could drop like a rock, so none of those buys would be enacted. On the weekly, though, looks like a nice bull pullback hammer. It looks like it could go higher, so if we do go higher, go into the next couple weeks, definitely those buy things that I gave you would be a buy. On the monthly chart, though, we're in a down leg. Holding these things long term is not advisable when you're in a down leg on the NASDAQ chart. Because of the Easter weekend, we decided to postpone our events. We do have an event coming up on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This one's probably one of our more popular events. It's about the infrastructure, the different tools that we like to use in trading, and this is newly updated with some great material on trading computers, brokers that we like, different services, online services that we like to use that we're going to share with you. Anyway, Monday it's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Same thing on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. On Tuesday, if you can do it intraday, after the market closes, or, well, not after it closes, but after most people day trade, which is the morning session. After that's over, at 1 p.m. Eastern, that's going to put us right around, what is that, 10 Pacific. And just sign us, just click on one of these, get registered. Hope you can join us. So we celebrate on Sunday the risen Savior, and for all those who have children, make sure you get your Easter eggs going out there and have fun with them. Have a wonderful weekend and celebrate it with family. Take care. Hope to see you guys at one of the classes coming up, and we'll catch you later.